Hi, in today's video we will see how do we expand a bracket which is raised to a power of 2. So in today's video we will see quadratic expansions. So what does expansion mean? Expansion is basically solving the bracket. Expanding the bracket means the expansion. So in our previous grades we have seen some of the quadratic expansions like a plus b whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Correct? How do we get a square plus 2ab plus b square? How do we expand a plus b square to a square plus 2ab plus b square? That is what means by quadratic expansion. So a plus b whole square, anything raised to the power 2 is a number multiplied by itself. So here a plus b is raised to a power of 2. So it is a plus b into a plus b. We all know when we multiply a binomial with a binomial, we have to distribute the terms to the second bracket. Okay, now we have to distribute a to the first term, a to the second term of the bracket, b to the first term and b to the second term. So a into a gives you a to the power 2, a into b gives you an ab, b into a gives you a ba and b into b gives you a b square. AB and BA being the like terms, these are the like terms, the order of the variable doesn't matter. So becomes 2AB plus B square. So we see that the expansion of A plus B whole square is A square plus 2AB plus B square. Okay, this is the first quadratic expansion which we need to know. The next quadratic expansion will be A minus B whole square. A minus b whole square can be written as a minus b into a minus b. Let us distribute a over the second bracket and negative b over the second bracket. So we get a square minus ab minus ba and minus into minus b makes it a plus b square. Remember, whenever you are distributing B, you also have to consider this negative sign while distribution. So you get a square minus 2ab plus b square. This is the second quadratic expansion which we need to know. So a plus b whole square was a square plus 2ab plus b square, and a minus b whole square was a square minus 2ab plus b square. These two identities we have already learned in grade 8. Now let us see some of the variations in these expansions. Suppose I give you x plus y whole, or maybe let me take another example, 2x plus 3y whole square. Now how do we expand this bracket? We know that it is something plus something whole square, and we have learned the identity a plus b whole square. If we compare, then we can say that a is 2x and b is 3y. So let us take a as 2x and b as 3y. Correct? Let us write down our identity, a square plus 2 times ab plus b square. Now what is our a? A is 2x. So we are squaring a. This means that we have to square complete 2x. Remember to put a bracket around 2x. Okay? Plus 2 into a is 2x into b is 3y plus square of b. So 3y in bracket and a square. This means that we have to square 2 and we have to square x also. So we get a 4x square plus 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 3, 12, 12xy, 3 square is 9 and y square is y square. Okay, so the expansion of 2x plus 3y whole square is 4x square plus 12xy plus 9y square. I hope this much is clear. Okay, now there is one important thing which needs to be noted, where usually the students make mistake, is if for a square they'll just write 2x square. What does this 2x square means? This is not equal to 4x square, please. This just means that we are squaring x. We are not squaring 2. So if you have to square 2x completely, please write 2x in bracket and raise it to a power of 2. Then according to the law of exponent, it becomes 2 square into x square, which will give you a 4x square. Okay, so there is a difference between 2x raised to the power 2 and 2x whole raised to the power 2. There is a difference between both of them. I hope this much is clear. Now, what if we have to expand, say, a plus 1 by a whole square? What is the identity we have learned? The identity which we have learned is x plus y whole square is x square plus 2xy plus y square. What is our x here then? A. What is our y here? 1 by a. Let us substitute the value here. So in place of x, we can write an a. Y is 1 by a and y square is 1 by a whole square. Okay, so this becomes a square. This a and a cancels off to give you a 2 plus 1 upon a square. Correct? So what do we get? A plus 1 by a whole square is equal to a square plus 1 by a square plus 2. Whenever you are adding two numbers which are reciprocal of each other and you are squaring that sum, then you get the squares of the individual numbers and a 2 added to it. I hope this is very clear. And similarly, a minus 1 by a whole square can be compared to x minus y whole square, which is x square minus 2xy plus y square. Yes. So x becomes a square minus 2 into a into 1 by a plus 1 by a whole square, which gives you a square minus 2. This a and a cancels off, plus 1 by a square, which is equal to a square plus 1 by a square and negative 2. Got it? So we got a minus 1 by a whole square is equal to sum of the squares of the two number and a 2 subtracted from it. If you are performing the sum of two numbers which are reciprocal of each other. Okay, so we have seen that a plus 1 by a whole square is a square plus 1 by a square plus 2. Yeah, we saw it here. And similarly, a minus 1 by a whole square is equal to a square plus 1 by a square minus 2. Correct? So, from here, we get a square plus 1 by a square is equal to a plus 1 by a whole square minus 2. Am I right? We can take this to the side. And from here, we again get a square plus 1 by a square as a minus 1 by a whole square plus 2. I hope this much is clear to everyone. Okay, and what is a plus 1 by a into a minus 1 by a? X plus y into x minus y is nothing but the difference of the two squares. So similarly, this will be equal to square of a minus square of 1 by a, which is equal to a square minus 1 by a square. So we have learned the expansion of a square plus 1 by a square in terms of a plus 1 by a square plus 1 by a square in terms of a minus 1 by a, and we have also learned that a plus 1 by a into a minus 1 by a is a square minus 1 by a square. So these are some of the quadratic expansions which we need to know. I'll quickly revise all of them. We have done a plus b whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Then we have a minus b whole square, which is a square minus 2ab plus b square, correct? Then we have a plus 1 by a whole square, which is a square plus 1 by a square plus 2, and a minus 1 by a square, 1 by a whole square, which is a square plus 1 by a square minus 2. And from these two identities, we can figure out the value of a square plus 1 by a square if it is asked in our question. Okay, so our next video will be basically the problem solving on this quadratic expansions. We will take couple of questions and we will solve it using these identities. I hope this much is clear.